Hello children, I welcome you all to English class of class 7. Today we are going to know about our unit 2. Our unit 2 has 3 readings. Reading A, C.V. Raman, The Pride of India. Reading B, Its Change, a poem. And reading C, Sushruta, an ancient plastic surgeon. Let's know about our reading A. C.V. Raman, The Pride of India. C.V. Raman is a great Indian scientist. The initials in his name CV stand for Chandrasekhar. So his name is Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman. He was born on November 7, 1888 at Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu. From his childhood he was a very brilliant child and his parents were really interested to send him abroad for his studies. But his health issues did not support him in going there. On doctor's advice, he stayed back at India and completed his education. That is, he completed his MA course from Presidency College in Madras. Raman was interested in science from his childhood. When he was only 19, he became the member of Indian Association of Science. On his parents' wish, he took up an administrative job in Finance Ministry in Calcutta. But he never left his interest towards science. So what he did is, he used to spend his time after his working hours and sit with his fellow students or fellow scientists and work in the lab throughout the night. In his youth, Raman was interested in acoustics. Acoustics is the science of sound. In 1927, when he heard that Professor Compton won the Nobel Prize, Raman was extremely delighted. In fact, he got an idea to continue his experiment. So, he did the same experiment on light and he tried that on liquid chemical. 4 months later, on March 16, November 28, Raman announced his discovery of new radiation and the world hailed it and appreciated his discovery as Raman effect. C.V. Raman successfully achieved his new radiation experiment with an equipment that hardly costed him Rs 200. He was elected to the Royal Society of London in 1924. The British government even conferred him with knighthood. He advised the young scientists to look at the world and develop independent thinking, and not to restrict their minds only to the laboratories and only work with the equipment there. C.V. Raman in fact was the first Indian scholar who studied in India and even received the Nobel Prize from India. He was the first Asian as well as a non-white who got this award. He passed away in 1970 on November 21. February 28 is celebrated as National Science Day. This was the day on which he discovered the Raman effect. So children, I say that you must really take inspiration from him, and I wish you all to be future scientists. Let's know about reading B. Its Change, a poem written by American poetess Emma Gory. The poetess narrated the poem on very simple lines. The speaker in this poem is a little girl who speaks her heart out to her mom and expresses her fears and worries. She tries to say that the world is facing some problem, and she tries to explain that even the teachers are a part of a plan troubling the children to learn about everything that is invented and discovered. She starts her lines like, "Mom, I don't want to go to school today 'cause I fear our world is in decay." And she says that scientists are discovering and inventing and cloning animals. So everything is done and they say it's a great change, and she finds nothing is so special. Biologists are doing experiments with stem cells and they say it's a great change. And the geologists are doing experiments on land, like on the earth. They do experiments on cracks, on earthquakes, and they invent things and they simply say that they are predicting the birth of the earth. Archaeologists start excavating and trying to know about the physical remains of the dead, and they say it's a change. The girl finally tries to express her mom that everything that is invented is becoming a big problem on the children, so they are forced to learn whatever that is invented or discovered about. So children, Here we should understand the innocence and childlike mind of the girl, and let's not think in that way. In fact, you people should be encouraged to know good things and more exciting things every day. Reading C. Sushruta, an ancient plastic surgeon. Let's know about Sushruta, an ancient plastic surgeon. Children, he is famous Indian physician and he belonged to 6th century BC. And you must be wondering why is he so important and why we should know about him. Yes, I say that we all should know about him. Why? Because 26 centuries ago, no one would believe that a person could actually give a figure to a disfigured nose. With the knowledge that he had and the equipment and apparatus that he created, he could actually give a disfigured nose a nice figure. And he actually used different kinds of juices of plants and trees which had medicinal value. And with all these things, he could actually give a cure. Isn't that so amazing? Yes, indeed. Sushruta was descendant of Vedic sage Vishwamitra, and he learnt surgery and medicine from Divodasa Dhanvantari. He was the founder of Caesarean operation, and we see that it's a technological advancement in medical field today. But in fact, that's an idea given by Sushruta himself. And he always served a cup of wine before operating patients, and that he felt so because that would actually ease the person who is getting operated up a little pain that he felt numb in his senses. So this idea was later shared to the world by giving the name of anesthesia. So he was even respected and given the name of father of anesthesia. He had an excellent knowledge of locating and removing the urinary stones, and he could even locate and treat the fractures. And then he also did eye operations for cataract. Really, children, so he had his knowledge shared in almost all fields of medicine. He listed 101 instruments from his own knowledge and named them as Samdhamsa Yantras. And in his treatise, he gave this name. Okay, so his treatise is all the knowledge that he shared about whatever he invented and discovered and operated, and he named that book as Sushruta Samhita. He is an excellent teacher and he always leaves a message for future physicians. Whoever wanna be a good physician, he says to them that they should have a proper theoretical and practical knowledge, and he recommends them to have a good knowledge on a corpse, on a dead body, or beforehand before they go and operate a live body. So children, it is a proud moment and we should all feel very happy to have such a great person from India. Isn't it, children? So try knowing about Sushruta, and this is a part of our lesson from reading C. Try to read the lesson and get other information. Thank you. Now let's know about vocabulary and grammar given in this unit. Under vocabulary, we have interesting categories to know. The first one is writing corresponding noun forms for the verbs. Here, children, we are given some of the verbs expressed in its past tense in V2 form. For those verb forms, we are going to write the noun forms. Enjoyed, verb. Enjoyment, noun form. Surprised, verb form expressed in past tense. Surprise is the noun form. Worried, past tense of the verb. Worry is the noun form. Disappointed, verb form. And then disappointment is the noun form. Satisfied, verb form. Satisfaction, noun form. Excited, expressed in its past form, and excitement is the verb form. It's in fact very important for us to know even the noun forms. Now, let's know about abbreviations. In our general usage, in our day-to-day conversations, we even hear many abbreviations. Children, it's very important for us to know these abbreviations, and some of them are given in your textbook. BA stands for Bachelor of Arts. AD stands for Anno Domini. BC stands for Before Christ. AM stands for Ante Meridiem. PM stands for Post Meridiem. Now children, you also keep discovering more and more abbreviations. Now the next category is writing full forms. In our everyday conversations, we try to use short forms to keep our conversation simple and easy. So, let's know the full forms of them. I hope you must have idea of this, but again let's know them. Plane, aeroplane, kilo, kilogram, para, paragraph, photo, photograph, mic, microphone, and children, you also try to discover more and more full forms. The next category is learning words to mean the study of. Here we have to understand that the words ending with ology, oology means the study of. And here are some words ending with ology. Let's try to know about them. Archaeology, the study of cultures of the past. Physiology, the study of bodies of the living things. Psychology, the study of the mind. Geology, the study of the earth. Zoology, the study of animals. And children, these are not only the words. We have many words ending with ology. Try to discover and know more about them. Under grammar section, we'll know about the articles. We have three articles, a, and, the. A and an are called as indefinite articles and the is the definite article. Why should we know about articles, children? Articles are very important. Why? Because they modify and give the meaning of the noun before which they appear. Hence, it's very important. Let's know about the article A. A is used before a singular common noun and before a noun phrase beginning with consonant sound. For example, a book, a car, a dog, a truck, a lemon. So here we find the words with consonant sounds. B in book, car, k in car, dog, d sound in dog, truck, t sound in truck, lemon, l sound in lemon. So these are all consonant sounds and of course they have a as an article before them and of course they are common nouns. And here we have the other examples as a cold play, a clever child. They are the noun phrases and we also use article a before them. Even the first words also have the consonant sounds. Now let's know about the article an. An is used before singular common nouns and also before the noun phrases beginning with vowel sounds. Examples: an apple, an egg, an umbrella, an orange. So here we have apple, egg, umbrella, orange having all vowel sounds a, e, a, o. Hence we use an before them. And also an easy lesson, an interesting topic. These two are the noun phrases and of course the two words have the vowel sounds with them. Next, let's know about the usage of article the. The is the definite article and we should also know where it should be used. The should be used before the words or phrases that indicate unique things like the headquarters, the association, etc. In situations where the sentence itself contains a clue to identify the thing or the person already referred to. the world around, the car. You might have referred them earlier and now you are referring them again. In such cases, you use the article the. In social situations, to identify a person or an object. The young man, the girl. So here we say, this was the young man that I was talking to, and here is the same girl that I have already seen. Before, the names of musical instruments, the violin, the guitar, etc. So, know the usage of articles and use them wisely. Let's know about the discourses given in this unit. In this unit, we should know about an important discourse, writing biography. So that falls under major discourse. So how to write a biography and what is a biography and what does a biography include? This is very important for us to know. When we are writing a biography, we should know the details of the person that needs to be presented, and of course the ideas must be relevant. The next point that we must take into consideration is organizing the information is very important. The information must be in chronological order. It means first the childhood, then the later studies or the achievements, and then the achievements in his later part of life. Instead, it must not be arranged in a disturbed manner. Next, we must take care of the connectors or the linking devices that are used in writing biography, which actually create a flow in narration. Next, we should concentrate on the events and achievements and everything that must be written in chronological order. Chronology is nothing but the time in which actually they have achieved it, or the year, of course. Given in the details, whatever that information is collected must be from a relevant source or an anecdote. So whatever the source can be, if it is really authentic and reliable, that can be presented in a biography. Children, here in this lesson, we are given a question to write about the biography of J.C. Bose. Observe all the clues given under this category and try to write the biography of J.C. Bose. Jagadish Chandra Bose. Thank you all for listening to the class.